Hello, lovely friends. It's been a while. I kind of messed up the last 2 weeks. It's just become a little bit too chaotic for me. These last 2 months generally have been very chaotic energy, but probably in a good way. I did a lot of fun stuff. I got a lot of things done. I wasn't able to quite adhere to my plans that I had for the end of this year, but I'm happy I made it. And I'm very proud of all the things that I've been able to push out. If you don't know who I am, my name is Elisa. I have this YouTube sewing inspiration / tutorial channel where I take you through the process of me making my dream wardrobe, but I also sell my own digital sewing patterns on Etsy. About 4 weeks ago, now I want to say, I started my holiday season sewing pattern extravaganza where I released a new sewing pattern every Sunday in the run-up to Christmas, except for last Sunday. I did give a disclaimer the week before that because I already was able to see that it was probably very unlikely that I was going to be able to push my last sewing pattern out. And that is because not only did I travel home to Austria, which is where I am right now, by the way, because as you can see, I'm in my pink teenage girlhood, childhood bedroom, which I've not touched since I moved out, basically. Not only did I go back to Austria to visit family for the holiday season, I also had a very, very big birthday bash, which was last weekend. That not enough, I also got really sick again, which is something I apparently like to do recently. So I had my birthday party being relatively sick. So there was just no way I was gonna be able to even release a video that day. I am so sorry. I hope you can forgive me. I was really upset with myself, but this is why we're here today. I wanted to give you one last video before the end of the year, just recapping what the last couple months were like, and also showing you not one, not two, but 3 makes that didn't make it to my channel, but should have. So a little treat for you guys. I would say let's just rewind a little bit to about a month ago. So once I knew that I wanted to do this holiday season sewing pattern extravaganza, I basically sat down and had to think about all the patterns that I would want to release and basically just started drafting. Truthfully, the drafting process for each individual dress, I did all of that in about 10 days. So I basically drafted 5 dresses in about 10 days. The tweaking process from then on took a little bit longer depending on which dress we're talking about. The Sally dress, for example, I didn't need to do any tweaks because that pattern truly is so simple. I didn't even have to test it. The dress that surprised me the most, I want to say, is definitely the Jackie dress, because I thought it was going to be just as simple as the Sally dress, which is true for the sewist. So if you buy the pattern, it's going to be a relatively simple project for you, but drafting it, no, that was not simple at all. I basically did everything that I would have done in a 3-month period previously, before this extravaganza, when I was releasing a pattern, in about 7 days. Meaning I made about, I want to say 8 versions of the Jackie dress in 7 days before I finally felt happy with releasing one version of them that Sunday of that week. Let me tell you, when I say I was not able to sleep that night, that's an understatement. First of all, that was the best launch I had in like this whole year, which completely stressed me out because that was the one sewing pattern that I hadn't tested. Which I think that only came into the equation once I sold that many items, because I was like, oh my god, now so many people have it. I just hope that it really works for, you know, I mean, I don't know, you always have that fear that the sewing pattern might not work for somebody, which is just inevitably true, because sewing patterns are just blueprints and you will have to adjust them to make it fit for you. But for some reason my anxiety just kicked in. That is not to say that I don't believe in my sewing patterns. I do believe in every single one of them, but that one just gave me nightmares. In the end, everything turned out fine. No complaints whatsoever. I got a number of good reviews for the dress. But what I took away from that night was definitely that I was gonna at least test every sewing pattern once with one person. After that, I was working on the Lola dress, which was a dress that I was very excited about and I was very confident in, and I thought was just gonna be the one. Everybody was gonna buy it. Surprisingly, that didn't turn out to be true. I definitely made sales from the dress, but not as many as from the Sally or the Jackie dress, which just goes to show that people kind of like now shift into this more minimalist, straightforward design for dresses, or at least you guys do. So that was a learning, and I mean, I'm always here for learnings. So who knows what my next pattern is going to look like. Once that was out, I wanted to do something a little bit more whimsical because I had already planned it, so I didn't want to sway too much from my original plans. And the Odette dress came to be. That one was also fairly popular. It's probably like the version that I made of that dress. That one is probably my favorite out of all of the ones that I made in the last couple of months, just because it's so pretty and the color is so nice, and I think it really suits me and I was very happy with it. It's also super comfortable. So I think I'm gonna wear that one for Christmas Eve in a few days, just because I feel like, you know, zhuzhing it up a little bit. Woo my family. Which now brings me to my birthday dress conundrum, because we always have a conundrum around here when I make something for an event, because without a conundrum, is it even an event? I already had this issue earlier this year in July when I made a dress for myself to go to the wedding of my partner's sister, so sort of kind of my sister-in-law. I was very stressed out about that, which resulted in me making 3 dresses, which was completely unnecessary. And we're here today at the same spot because I again made 3 garments that were options for me to wear for my birthday party here in Austria. That was last Saturday, which, by the way, I came home at 3 a.m. even though I was completely sick and kind of a little feverish. You know, still had a lot of fun. So those 3 things are completely unrelated to each other. One is a jumpsuit, one is a black cocktail dress, and one is a sequined Jackie dress. So let me show you just a little tidbit of how each of these dresses went in the production, except for the jumpsuit, because regrettably I didn't record the whole process of making it. But let's go. Let's make a birthday dress, shall we?
So there's one thing that's not right, which is up here. It is a little wide. Don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can definitely see this. So it's a little bit wide, but very easily mitigated by taking the sides in a little bit. And once the sides are taken in, I can have a play with the sleeves. To be completely honest with you, I'm actually loving this look right now without the sleeves. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I have now fitted my shoulder straps, and I see that I need to take it in a little bit / make the tilt of the seam a little different. And I have now pinned my sleeve onto the strap. It's not really, obviously it's not in. So I'm considering, I don't know, do I want it with or without sleeves? Right, so I just came back from lunch. The dress now has the sleeves attached, and I think I'll leave them there. Just because they're on. They look cute. I could do it without them, but I already made them. And it's probably better in December to have a dress with at least a bit of a sleeve. So I'm now gonna join the lining with the shell.
Unfortunately, I didn't really have time to take beautiful final reveals of each of those garments, so you're gonna have to do it with vertical shots here in my childhood bedroom. Let's go. so drum roll. Which one did I end up wearing? I give you now 5 seconds to take your guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wore the jumpsuit. I made the jumpsuit very last minute. The Sunday before I left for Austria, in about 4 hours. Because, I don't know, I didn't feel like wearing a dress. I wanted to be a little cooler than either of those dresses would have made me appear. Both of those dresses, I love them. They're very pretty, and I will have surely things that I can wear them to. But I don't know, I just wanted to wear something comfortable and something slinky and just like easygoing but also cool. So I just made the jumpsuit and I ended up wearing it. However, it's made out of stretch velvet and it lost so much color. Oh my god, it was bleeding so much color. I washed it twice before the event in the hopes that I could get all of it out. Didn't work. I had still my shellac nails are still discolored. They still have this like gray film over them because my hands at the end of the night were just really dirty looking, which was not great. I didn't love that. But the jumpsuit looked good on pictures, which I have a lot of those because it was a fun night. Enough of that, enough of my birthday conundrum. I also wanted to use the opportunity of this last video of this year to just say a huge thank you. Like, this was probably the best year so far for me, not only on YouTube, but also starting my small business, which at this moment, as of right now, I'm doing full time, by the way. Don't know if I told you that. I don't know if I will be able to continue doing it full time. Probably not. It's a little bit too early, but I really love doing it and I really enjoyed this particular moment right now. I had so much fun this year. I made so many beautiful garments. I can't believe that I published 8 sewing patterns. I think it's 8. When at the beginning of the year I set myself the goal to do 4. It's great. It's amazing. I learned so much this year. I gained so many new subscribers here on YouTube and fans on other platforms, Instagram, Etsy. A huge thank you for all of you who purchased one of my sewing patterns, specifically the ones who repeat buyers. There's a lot of you out there who buy every single sewing pattern of mine whenever it drops. I'm so incredibly thankful to you guys. Which brings me, drum roll, to my first ever giveaway. I want to actually, do something to commemorate my thankfulness to you all. So the way this is gonna work is the prize, obviously, is going to be a sewing pattern. Which sewing pattern is up to you. The way we're gonna play this out is you have to leave a comment under today's video saying whatever you felt like watching this video. But at the end of your comment, make sure to say enter giveaway and the name of the sewing pattern that you would like to win. You have 24 hours to enter the giveaway. I will only consider the comments that are left in the first 24 hours after releasing this video. My plan is to choose 10 lucky winners. At the end of those 24 hours, I will pick at random, I promise, at random, I'm gonna post this on Instagram, who those 10 winners are. I will then reply to your comments here on YouTube saying that you've been one of the lucky winners and that you need to send me a message on Etsy, which is relatively easy to do because I don't want to do it on Instagram because I know that not all of you have Instagram. So head over to Etsy, send me a message with your full name and your email address, and I will send you your pattern of choice as your prize. That's how I figured this is gonna work. And I hope it will work this way. I'm very excited about this. Again, I cannot say enough how thankful I am for all of you. I hope you had as much fun this year watching my shenanigans as I had committing them, and I hope we will have a strong start in the new year. I already have so many ideas of what I want to make. I will come back fresh and ready in February, and I will make the most of January so that we have lots and lots to talk about once I'm back. With that being said, to all of you who celebrate the holidays, I hope you have the most fabulous time. And to all the rest of you, I wish you a happy and healthy new year. And I see you in 2024. Bye.